Good afternoon, good night, good morning. Thank y'all for watching and coming back to the channel. Um, I just want to say I hadn't done a currently ink video in a long time, but I'm trying to get back into the swing of doing these at least like once a month. And so with this month, we're gonna start off with something a little simpler. Just doing 2 pens this month, and we're gonna be doing the currently ink for this month is to the reason why is just to keep it simple. Being is that like I move around a lot for my job, and I think that I need to like carrying 12 pens around just isn't feasible. So what we're gonna do, so the pens that I ink this month is the Pilot Metropolitan. I think it's the Crocodile, but I inked it with this new Alchemy Blue Raven ink, and it's a blue black, and so I should have a video coming out on that with just the ink swatches and stuff too. And then the other pen that I inked is one of my favorites is my TWSBI VAC 700 in the Iris colorway, and it's a broad nib, and it is my Imperial Purple. This was always in this pen. If you watch my channel before, you know that I always use Imperial Purple in this pen, and I think I'm probably gonna only use Imperial Purple in this pen because I don't necessarily want to go through the hassle of cleaning this. I know that there are videos where people are saying they clean their pens. I've never once cleaned this pen, and I've had it for almost 3 years now, coming up on 3 years, and it's worked flawlessly every single time. I think the only time it didn't work, I will say this, the only time this VAC 700 pen did not work was when I was writing outside and it was extremely hot and extremely humid. Like, I mean, if I want to say, if I remember correctly, the temperature when it didn't work, it was like 96 degrees and it was like 80 some percent humidity. So it was crazy hot. So that was the only time this pen did not work. But any other time inside environment, it always works. So yeah. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna transition into a little bit of we're gonna do some writing samples with this pen. We're gonna be using the Rhodia in purple as well. This is a dot grid, and then we'll just go from there. And so, as you can see with these writing samples, I um I don't have the best handwriting, and I'm not even gonna act like I do. That's something like I'm constantly working on. I'm trying to work on on making my handwriting better. It's hard. It's a lot more to it than I thought it would be. But my favorite color is this Imperial Purple. As you can tell, I like purple just in general. But as you can see, my handwriting isn't the best, but in this blue black from Alchemy is very much on. It leans towards the black side, and I can show you the ink swatch of it, and I have a more detailed video on this but as you can see, like it's a very much a blue black, sort of like I mean like a Ravenclaw, you know, from Harry Potter. Like that's kind of the vibe I get from it, and I like it. And with this Pilot, I bought this Pilot Metro pen some years ago. I think I have a video on here about it, and I didn't like it at first. And there's a lot of things I didn't like about this pen, and I think that one of the main things I didn't like about this pen is like it came. If you look at that, my nib is bent on this pen, right? And so it doesn't necessarily like work out well. I don't know if I can get my camera to focus on it, but it's like the nib is bent on this, right? It's bent like up in this way. And so it writes kind of weird, right? It writes very, very, very scratchy. And not in like it's not like a bad scratchy because it's a fine nib, but it's like very weird because like it writes and you kind of have to like, the way you have to write with it is weird. I think it was like that from the factory. I might have dropped it. I don't even remember because I just had it in my case and I was like, you know what? It's about time I start using this pen. So I decided to pull it out this month. This is my favorite pen, of one of my favorite pens. My other favorite pen is, of course, like the Pilot Custom Heritage 92 and medium fine. But other than that, like this is one of my favorites that I will use. This is like my second favorite pen. I love a vacuum filler. You guys know how I feel about pens that are like cartridge converter pens that are really expensive. We're not going to get into that. But as of right now, that's just my currently inked. And we're probably going to use these all of March until they're done. Till they're done with ink, till we just run out of ink out of the pens. And then we'll switch them up and do another currently inked. And hopefully buy some more pens. But I just want to show you guys that I really appreciate everybody tuning in to the channel. Thank y'all for watching. Please like the video. Make sure you hit that subscribe button as well. And stay tuned for more videos. Thank you.